Hello guys and welcome to some more Feed the Beast. It's been quite a while since I've filmed one of these, and even a longer period of time. I was going to say even a whiler. That would be bad grammar right there. It's been even longer since I filmed a solo one, so I thought I would get one down today, and there are a few things I would really like to try and get done. Now the first is something that has been bothering us for a few episodes now. It is the long full boots. Not the long full boot, although we do need that. The long full boots. So to craft these, I've been over this so many times, but I'll do it again just in case you missed it. To craft these, you will need 2 long full boot. I know, that's really, really weird grammar. And for some reason, whenever I craft this, say this is my crafting bench right now. I'm doing this live, okay? You know, I'll craft it fine, and then I won't be able to take the item out of this, even though it, like, appears there. So I can't craft these, so I'm gonna give it one more go, and then I've decided that if, for the last time, it doesn't work, I need 4, right? Yeah, what I will do is I will just go into cheat mode on too many items, spawn myself in long full boots, and then discard the items that I would use to create those, if you see what I mean. I'm also now very worried because I thought we had some iron. What is, where iron? Where you be? Come on, okay, so there's a whole 2 bits of iron. That's perfect. We need to reorganize our chests. I think me and Dan both need to admit that. I've got 2 obsidian, so I've got enough to create that. I just need a lot more iron. And I can't find it! Dan, where did you put the... Are we actually out of iron? Or am I just really missing it here somewhere? There's so many bars now, I don't even know what's what. Yeah, there's nothing there. Do we have any... We got iron ore. Do I have to smelt some? I mean, I don't mind that, but that's fine. Huh. Well, I guess we have to do some of that. So, I will be right back. I should have looked into this a lot earlier, but I didn't. And that's my bad. So I will be right back while I go and smelt this iron. Okay, there's 10. That is all we need. And there's a crafting bench up here, so let me do it. Okay, I had this horrible sinking feeling there was just going to be some iron there, and all of that would have been ruined. Joy. There's also, actually, some new, kind of like crafting features and other features and loads of new stuff. Because FTB is updated. I can get them now! Why could I not get you before? I think it was some random glitch with the server, maybe, or something like that. I'm really not sure. It's just 2 next to each other, yes. I'm really not sure why that happened, but I don't care anymore because I have them. So I want to go and test these right now. I want to test them live on camera. And actually, no, there's a place down here I can test them that is even more suited for this. I want to test these live on camera, and hopefully we won't die, because that would defeat the point of these. Also, holy crap, I look epic with these. I love them. If you don't know that, I think they're in the Portal 2 style, right? They're in Portal 2 style. Yeah, they're Portal 2 boots, basically. That's all they are. So I'm going to ditch my jetpack, and I can actually use that time to charge it. And now, guys, I don't have any falling damages or something. Any falling hindrances? No, it's the opposite of that. Screw grammar, I'm just gonna do it. Screw you! Oh, yes. That is oh so beautiful. Oh. Oh. How do I get up? I've got a noob tower, haven't I? God damn it! Long full boots, you're not as awesome as I thought. Screw it, let me use silver wood leaves for some unapparent reason. Let's just do it. I totally didn't think about that. I've got a noob tower. Wow, this brings me back to yesterday when I was a noob. Also, so yeah, let me go over some of the new features that I've noticed. I'm sure there are many more. But these are just some of the ones that I've noticed in the kind of half an hour of prepping up this video first. So, firstly, you'll notice the minimap is so much more awesome. You can actually see where monsters are. I think they've changed the map, or they've either changed which minimap they use, or they've changed, or the map itself has updated a lot. But you can now see, like, cave systems, it like, changes depending on what levels you're on. I'm not going to... Actually, no, I can go back down there now because I've got my jetpack again. See, as we reach the cave, you can actually see cave systems on the map now. Depending on what level you're on, it all changes, which is really cool. There is also monsters on there, which will help greatly. How good is that? And you'll see this kind of red thing here. This is a waypoint. So when I set a waypoint now, this kind of, depending on what color I set it, this kind of like beam will just go up and down vertically the whole way through the whole map, and it will show me where there's a waypoint. So I believe that is the entrance to our house. Let me, oh boy, yeah, hold on. Keys have changed. Let me just slowly, very, very slowly hover up, because there is no other way to do it. Well, there is, but the key bindings are conflicting right now, and I don't want to change them. So that's really awesome. That's one thing I've noticed. And as for the other features, I'm not actually quite sure yet. I still need to discover them all. It's mainly the minimap that just kind of struck me as new and sexy and awesome. But it is very, very sexy. It's a good time. So firstly, there you go. That was the first thing I wanted to get done today, is the long fall boots. And I'm so glad we finally fixed that. I am glad I kind of waited as well. Yes, see, it's the base, and that's the red beam that kind of hovers there. As I said, I could have done my second method a long time ago. Shut up, phone! I could have done my method a long time ago and just, you know, spawned them in through too many items and discarded the kind of stuff I needed to make them. But it just feels more legit and more valid, I think, to make them, even though before it was glitching, you know. So the second thing I want to do today, actually, yeah, look how far away you can see these now. That's really awesome. So there's some oil. There's all this kind of stuff. We've got some sheepies here. How you doing, sheepies? How you doing, son? It's a good time. I can't remember at all if I fixed my bee farm or Dan kind of did that on the side, because we had some crazy creeper explosions here, but... Oh, no, I think I did it then, because Dan wouldn't... well, yeah, I wouldn't have filled that in, or neither would have Dan, so actually I don't know. Did I place the other apiary down? I did, although there needs to be flowers around it, so nothing's... Oh, no, stuff's being created. Well, I get... Okay, screw the flowers then, that doesn't matter. So my bee farm is all intact. It is, as I said, it's been a while since I last played on this world, because I've had a lot of stuff to do, and then obviously there was the Boston trip and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of behind. So the next thing I want to do is kind of create... It's very, very simple, but I want to create this kind of safety tunnel. I'm going to go and sleep first, just so I can do it in broad daylight and see what I'm actually doing. But I want to create this safety tunnel idea. We do have obsidian pressure plates, so it isn't as useful as it could have been maybe a few episodes ago. But my idea is... I need to get a lot more wood. So let me go down there, and while I'm doing it, I will explain this to you. My idea is to kind of create a separate tunnel that leads from the entrance, just a little bit kind of outwards. And then it will have obsidian pressure plates there and doors and all that kind of stuff. So you've basically got to go through 2 doors to get to where we want to go. And that will just help, I think, because it's simple, hopefully it'll look good, and most of all, people won't be done with creepers. And do I seriously have to go and get more wood? We always seem to be out of wood, one of the most easy to obtain materials in this game on FTB, which is ironic, because there's a lot of hard to obtain materials that we have way too much of. Okay, I'm going to go get me some trees then. I'm going to go get me a bone and an arrow as well. Ooh. And I'll be right back again. So, no, Humoral was sucked to the moon. Yeah. That's great. So, do you remember when Dan was being a complete and utter douchebag? And he was like, Yoshi, I'm gonna fool you and put a portal to the moon, and then that there. Do you remember that? Yeah, I don't. And I thought he took that away. But I guess not, so I'm just flying around here to get some trees, and what happens? I get sucked in there. I just lost everything. My jetpack, my full boots, my stuff, my shit, oh, Dan, I hate you. Okay, here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna finish the episode off here, because I am so close to raging. And next episode, Dan will give me all my items back through his own materials. Because you know what? I'm not crafting that again. That's his fault. That's what next episode's going to be. Wow. And just to prove that's what happened, let me just jump in there. It like gravity, it pulls you in. Although I love how it's not doing it here. See, it pulls you in, it pulls you up, and then you die. So, somewhere up there is all my items. Well then. Thank you, Dan. You screwed me again. You piece of cheese. Yeah, I'm good at insults. I really am.